Hello and welcome back to episode 4 of Road to 315 at 16. I am now in my third week of training, and when I complete this entire third week, I will test my new max bench press. Currently, as I'm recording this clip, it is Monday and I'm going to show you my training session. But before we do that, here is the entire week's schedule for what's going to be in this video. By the way, whenever the calculator gives me weird numbers like 187.5, I just round up. So what that means is instead of doing 187.5 pounds on Monday, I just did 190. All right, now let's get into Monday's training session.
Before I head out, I want to hear this. At a Smoky Mountain meet, some of the guys on my team came back to the tent. They were talking about you, but they didn't know your name. They referred to you as the guy with the massive chest.
So overall, today's 6x6 with 190 was way harder than it would typically be. This is because I had to do my 10 sets of 3 with 220 yesterday on Sunday instead of Saturday. So going into this Monday, I was super fatigued from yesterday. But luckily, the Monday and Wednesday sessions are way easier than the Friday and Saturday sessions. I would overall give the difficulty of Monday's session about an 8 or 8.5 out of 10. But on a typical Monday session, if I came in fresh, that probably would have been a 6 out of 10. All right, now we're gonna jump into Wednesday's session where I'm gonna do 7 sets of 5 with 200 pounds. I expect this Wednesday session to be a lot easier because 1, I get an extra day of rest, and 2, I'll be a lot more fresh than I was today. My prediction is the difficulty is gonna be about a 7 out of 10. Let's go.
Are you starting on 5 or 10? Takes it on my life really quick. So, count 6.
That felt good.
Wait. Up. 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 Nice.
As you guys can tell, that was super easy. I would give the difficulty about a 1.5 out of 10. I think the reason it was easy was because I finally came in with good rest. I was focused on just grinding out the sets. Since the actual weight itself was super easy, what I did was I slowed down the eccentric and I added a pause on my 5th rep. So one mistake people make is when a set is going super easy, they'll add weight and do working sets with that instead. Something I've learned over the past few years, not just with lifting, but with everything sports related. You just have to stick to the program. And if the weight is too easy, just find a way to make it harder. overall, I would say that was about medium difficulty, because there were times where I was struggling a little bit, but I was never in fear of missing a rep. I definitely could have done that for 8 sets of 5 and probably been fine. I'd give the difficulty about 6.5 or 7 out of 10. Alright, now let's move into Sunday session. I did the Saturday session on Sunday instead of Saturday again, where I had to do 225 for 10 sets of 3. So the reason there was only one clip recorded was because I was planning on recording set 5, 9, and 10. The reason it only said 8 sets of 3 was because I only did 8 sets of 3. This is because on the 8th set, when I locked my 3rd rep out, my right chest started to cramp. The actual set itself wasn't extremely hard. I mean, it was hard, but I could have easily done 2 more sets of 3 reps. Alright, now let's get into the statistics. I have 128 days left. My weight is 174 pounds. I failed 0 sessions. And my bench max is 255. I know I said I wouldn't count it as a success if I missed any of the sets, but I know I easily had the strength to do 10 sets. Going forward, I'm going to take no exceptions, but I'm going to take an exception today. So now that the 3 weeks are over, it's time to test my new max bench press. But instead of doing a max bench press, I'm going to do 225 for as many as I can and then plug it into a calculator. The reason I'm not going to max out on bench press is because I have swim meet championships in a few days. So pretty much what I'll do, I'll pull up the app in a second, is I'm going to bench 225 pounds for as many as I can, plug into the calculator, get that number, and then plug that into the bench press program. So this is the calculator I'm going to use. So say you can do 225 for 6 reps. Your approximate max would be 270, and then I would plug that back in to the Smolov calculator. So in order for me to make improvement from 3 weeks ago where my max was 255, I have to hit at least 5 reps of 225 for my approximate max to be 263. In my personal opinion, I think I'm going to hit about 5 to 8 reps. Doing sets of 3 with 225 wasn't too hard, especially in the earlier sets, so I think the 5 to 8 rep range is a pretty good guess. Anyways, that should be a wrap to the video. I'll have my 225 AMRAP video up on Wednesday. I hope you guys enjoyed, like and subscribe, and peace from the Northeast America.